Statistics may be down for underage drinking from the 1970s in the USA, but drug use is on the rise, according to the University of Michigan. Kids feel safer doing drugs and driving than drinking and driving, only because it's harder to test for the drugs than it is the alcohol when being pulled over. Drugs can be more dangerous and distracting than alcohol. However, texting and talking on the phone is still the worst as far as distractions go. But if these children were properly educated on moderation, had a safe and legal environment, would they be more likely to make the right decision and not have to rely on illegal drug use to relax or to have a good time? There's something that draws out our minds into thinking we are special when we take our first sip of underage alcohol. We're doing what our parents said we couldn't, what our counselors warned would lead us to addiction problems later in life, what our priest at the church warned us would lead us to the path of sin right before he gives us wine for communion. Except for a couple of years during the early 20th century, it was the state's decision on when a person was deemed legal to drink. This changed with the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984, requiring all states to raise the minimum purchase and possession or public possession of alcohol to 21. The government didn't say that the states had to adopt this act, but it did say that without enforcement and acceptance, the federal money given to the state for maintaining its highway systems would become unavailable. There's been groups of people trying to lower the federal drinking age. I think it should be given back to the states to decide how old someone must be to drink legally. There are some states, like our own Florida, that say no matter what, someone under the age of 21 cannot imbibe alcohol, but can taste it in a purely educational setting, such as culinary school. But Louisiana, one can drink in public with a guardian present, as long as they have permission and they're over the age of 18. People argue that 18 legal adults aren't mature enough to drink, that the brain doesn't stop maturing until we reach about 25. But yet, at 18, people are old enough to die for their country and vote who runs for office. This is an argument Alaska has brought to the table, and Vermont's Representative Richard Marin has used. So why do we let people join the military, vote, and drive before we reach 25? The majority of the world's legal drinking age is 18 years old. Places like France, Norway, Vietnam, and Albania do not have a drinking age. Switzerland, Italy, even communist China, to list a few, let their legal 18-year-olds drink. But us, the United States, land of the free, we do not. We are with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, that do not let our legal 18-year-old adults do everything legal yet. Dr. David J. Hansen started his PhD career with discussing and discerning alcohol and drinking age. He sits on the National Youth Rights Board that helps propose lessening and removing various legal restrictions that are imposed on young people, but not adults, like voting age and drinking age. His website covers a wide range of topics dealing with alcohol laws and abuse, health concerns, and benefits related to alcohol. One of the benefits on his site is a quote from the American Council on Science and Health, is that moderate drinkers live longer than people who abstain or abuse alcohol. Another fun fact is the county with the most alcohol-related accidents in Texas is in fact a dry county. I propose that states be allowed to decide when a person is of legal drinking age without consequence to their federal budget. The rules and regulations, education and discipline of the people, of anybody who wishes to drink, Whether it's classes being offered to colleges or part of healthcare curriculum in high school and middle school, education has always been more of a positive effect on creating better situations with less danger. The sooner we take the taboo out of drinking, underage drinking will greatly decrease.